AL wildcard standings right now look like this. The Rays atop, but the Mariners, who have been streaking, they've won 19 of the last 22 games, best in the majors since June 21st. They're now in second. That means the Red Sox and the Blue Jays are tied for that third wildcard spot. Look at the Orioles. They're a game and a half back. An amazing story for the folks in Charm City. And the Guardians, they're a 500 team, but they're still 2 games back of that final wildcard spot. So it's time now for StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, and we take a closer look at the Seattle Mariners team. And Tom, Julio Rodriguez got off to a slow start. Obviously, we know that through April, hitting .167, no extra base hits, and the slugging percentage identical to his average. This is against breaking balls, to be specific. But since May 1st, hey, .262, extra base hits, and especially that slugging percentage.
Yeah, this is so impressive because he arrived with a reputation, obviously, as a guy who could turn around anybody's heater. So you see, he had struggled that first month of the season against breaking stuff. And to make that adjustment that quickly, Major League breaking pitches is really impressive, especially in the power department. 4 of his last 7 home runs have been off of breaking pitches. And he still sees a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's not like pitchers have gone away from that. He sees 40% breaking pitches. That's the 6th most in the American League. There's so much I like about his game. I love the fact that the stolen base is a big part of his game.
Huge part.
And he will be aggressive getting bags. And for a guy who can hit in that leadoff spot, I think he's like a George Springer, Acuna type. He can really change the tone of a game, either with power or speed, multiple times. I want him up there as many times as possible, so I want him in that leadoff spot.
He's just so much fun to watch. I can't say enough about how exciting a player like this is when you get him in that clubhouse, as far as what's going on. And you mentioned that adjustment early, this early in his career to come up, start hitting breaking balls the way he is. I can remember playing with Yoenis Cespedes in Oakland in 2012. He came over and he struggled with the breaking ball very early that year. And all of a sudden, you just saw a light switch go off in the middle of a game against the Mariners, and he tanked a slider to dead center field. And from then on, it was like, okay, this guy's for real. Julio Rodriguez is for real. He has shown it night in and night out. And the excitement that he brings, everything that he can do defensively, offensively, on the bases, it's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, comeback win for the Mariners last night. And take a closer look. Those last 22 games, Tom, their bullpen, a 1.51 ERA. They've been great. Robbie Ray, who's pitching tonight, only giving up 4 runs his last 6 starts. It's 4 earned over 38 2/3. So there's a lot going right now for Seattle.
Yeah, I would start with that starting pitching staff. You mentioned Ray. He's definitely turned it around. You've got Logan Gilbert, who's got the most extension of anybody. That fastball just eats up hitters. Kirby, I like. He's a guy who's got incredible command. So this is a team very consistent because of their starting pitching is going to keep them in games. And you know what? They love playing close games. Yeah. Last 2 years, we thought it was a fluke last year. They won all those close games. But in the last 2 years, they keep winning these one-run games, 53-31. So in other words, 1 of every 3 games they play is a one-run game. Yeah. And they tend to win a vast majority of them. Yeah. Scott Service told me we're just comfortable in that environment. Close game, we're going to win. It's a pretty good feeling to have.
You talk about their pitching. I mean, them and the Orioles, another team that was on that list there, over the last 30 days, top 2 ERAs in all of baseball. I mean, that's incredible to think about the Orioles and this staff, the way they started the year, Robbie Ray particularly, how good they've been. That bullpen with Munoz coming out in the back of that bullpen now, yeah. He is filthy. I love the way it's shaping up for them. We really like this team coming into the season, but they're really starting to hit their stride. A lot of it comes down to that pitching staff.
Yeah, Flexen and Marco Gonzalez also part of that starting staff.